don't think it is quite like settled in that I'm actually on the move now and actually like on my way to Australia. It's still so crazy. Hello and welcome to my first official travel video. I don't know if you can see this from the background, but I am currently at the airport in Copenhagen, and this is where the journey begins. It is currently the 23rd of November 2022 and time is just about 12 and my flight leaves at 10 to 2, so in 2 hours I will be flying from Copenhagen to London. Then I will fly from London to Dubai, where I will have a 1.5 hour layover before I fly from Dubai to Brunei, and then I'll fly from Brunei to Melbourne, which will be my final destination. These flights will take quite some time. The first one is just about 2 hours, but the other 3 are actually 7 hours each. So I will be spending quite some time in the air. My parents just dropped me off at the airport. We came to the airport, met up with my cousin who also came here from where she lives in Denmark to sort of just say goodbye. So they dropped me off. I went through security, which was really smooth actually. I had checked in online yesterday, so I didn't have to do that at the airport. I could just go to security straight away basically. So now I'm just sitting here. I won't know which gate I'm supposed to go to until like an hour from now, so I just found somewhere to sit. I see there's an espresso house pretty close by, so I might go there and buy a coffee or something. I probably shouldn't be drinking coffee right now, but yeah, I don't know what else to do, so I think I'm gonna get myself a nice coffee. Then yeah, just sit and wait until it's time to go to my gate.
People knew her by her will, to make it whatever she put her mind to. Late night hours up the hill, serving coffee to strangers, talking about revenue. She kept dreaming of a world big enough for everyone, but she knew it must rain before it grows. She kept dreaming of the day butterflies survive the wheel.
I caved, but I did go with the decaf, so I mean, couldn't be that bad. I chose a Christmas latte, I think it was called, so it's like a cinnamon syrup kind of thing. Let's try it. Actually pretty good. And yeah, no caffeine, so hopefully I won't be shitting bricks. I also knew that if I left my spot, someone else would probably take it, and they did. So I've just been walking back and forth at the airport to find a new seat where it's somewhat like empty. So yeah, I'm just sitting here with all my stuff, waiting for my gate to be announced. It should be about like 40 minutes, then I'll know where I have to be heading. And yeah, I'll just sit here and enjoy my decaf coffee.
She kept dreaming of the day butterflies survive the wheel, even though she got knocked down and never showed. Dear Lily, where'd you go? Where's your heart at? Why'd you fall back? Lately your afterglow is shining brighter, waking up an easy air. doesn't matter. Stumble across old memories, try to recall before they all shatter. She kept dreaming of a world big enough for everyone, but she knew it must rain before it was.
Alright, so I have just made it to London Heathrow. I am at the airport right now. I am at Terminal 5, but I'm gonna make my way over to Terminal 4 because that's where I have my next flight that leaves in about 1.5 hours. I also have to check in for that flight because I couldn't do that online in advance. So I don't really know how long that's gonna take. Maybe I'm in a rush. Hopefully not. I really gotta pee as well, so hopefully I can make time for that when I get to the other terminal. But right now I'm just sitting here waiting on the bus. It says that it goes every 15 minutes, so it shouldn't be that long, hopefully. Yeah, that's a little update. First flight went great. It took only like 1.5 hours, so yeah, it was fine. Besides the fact that I had to pee the entire time and I had a window seat, so I didn't really want to do that. But yeah, making my way to Terminal 4 and then we're on to Dubai. Alright, that's it for now. And as you can see, I am no longer in an airport. I am in Australia, breathing real air for the first time in a very long time, it feels like. It wasn't as quick as it might have seemed here on the video. Some time has actually passed and some things have happened, so I thought I'd just like go through the journey basically. Last time I spoke to you guys, I was in Heathrow. I was waiting for my transfer bus from Terminal 5 to Terminal 4, and at that point I was already running a bit late, so I was kind of stressed, but I just had to wait for the bus to arrive to take me to the other terminal because there wasn't really another option than that. So at last I got there. And I had to go through my second security of the day. I had about 45 minutes until my flight was leaving, and one of the main reasons that I was a bit stressed for that was because I wasn't able to check into the flight online, so that meant I had to do it at the airport, and I wasn't really sure where I could do that or how long it was going to take and if I had to stand in queue, and that was a bit stressful. So here's me running down the, not running, I was speed walking. I wasn't gonna run with my bag, so I was just walking very fast, following all the signs until I met a lady at like a service center, I guess you could call it. So I asked her about my check-ins and she said as long as I have my passport, everything's fine, you can just go to your gate. And I was like, great, perfect, that's just what I wanted to hear. So I went to my gate and I saw that they were already boarding the flight. I talked to some ladies in the other counter and printed out my boarding passes. But since my check-in was so last minute, I obviously couldn't decide what seats I wanted. So I got middle seats. Yay, the best seats. Then I went onto the plane. I was sweaty, stressed, and I really had to pee. But I obviously didn't have time to do that at the airport since I was speed walking to my gate and onto my plane. So once I got to my seat, I could finally just go to the bathroom and life was good again. No, life was better. But I ended up sitting in between two really nice guys. One of them was from the UK and the other one was from India. We talked a bit and they were, like I said, really nice guys. The one from India asked if I was gonna vlog my travel and I said yes, I am. So if you're watching this, I told you I was gonna upload eventually. Then I just like watched a movie, I ate the food they served, and I tried to sleep, but I mean I was in a middle seat in an airplane, so yeah, not much sleep at all. And it was a 7-hour flight, so that was lovely. We then had a layover in Dubai for about 45 minutes before we then had to board the same plane again. So we basically just stopped, got off, went through security, went around the airport, and then onto the same plane again because they had to, I don't know, like refuel and clean the plane and stuff. I don't know. But that was 7 more hours then from Dubai. Oh, and yeah, once we got to Dubai, it was 5 a.m. Dubai time, which means 2 a.m. Sweden time. So my brain was... I was tired. I was really fucking tired and I hadn't gotten like any proper sleep on the plane. So I was just really dreading the upcoming 7 hours on the same flight in a middle seat again. But once we got on the plane again, the guys next to me were actually switched out with some new guys. So I ended up sitting next to a really lovely guy from the Philippines, and we talked for a bit, and then he was gonna watch a movie and I was gonna try to sleep in my middle seat. So I actually asked him if he would so kindly switch with me since he was just gonna sit there and watch a movie and I really needed to get some fucking sleep. And he was like, sure, why not? So I got a window seat and I got to sleep for about like 4 to 5 hours. Obviously not like uninterrupted and not the best quality of sleep, but I got to sleep finally. So yeah, 7 hours from Dubai to Brunei, and in Brunei we also had a layover for about 2 hours. So there I had to go through my 4th security of this trip. At that point I was a security pro, so everything went so fast. I just chucked all my things, I got my camera out, got my batteries out, my liquids, and just rolled them through, went through. Yeah, and in Brunei, since we had a 2-hour layover, I brushed my teeth and that was fucking wonderful. I also washed my face and put on some face moisturizer and found like a nice quiet little corner. I sat down and did some stretching, which was very well needed. And yeah, then it was 7 more hours from Brunei to Melbourne, where I landed just a couple of hours ago actually. The flight landed 7:30 Melbourne time, which is like 9:30 p.m. Sweden time. So right now it's actually like evening, almost nighttime in Sweden, but here I am sitting in a park at like 10:30 in Australia. So my body's not feeling great. After I landed at the airport, I just took a fly bus from the airport into the city, and then I just looked up a map and walked to my hostel, which was about 1.5 kilometers away. I'm quite tired of my bag already since I've been walking so much with it. It feels like I have bruises in my armpits from like where the straps are. So yeah, I just walked to my hostel and asked if I could possibly check in any earlier than the original time, which is 2 p.m. and they said that wasn't possible since they have a lot of check-ins and check-outs today. But obviously I could leave my bag there, which I did. So I just took my day bag and went to find some food because I am starving. And like I said, my body's not feeling great right now. So I just went to the nearest 7-Eleven, got myself a little sandwich and a Powerade, since I'm probably like very dehydrated. I know planes do that to you, and I haven't been the best at actually drinking a lot of water. So I got a Powerade just to sort of like help my electrolytes in my body not feel like shit, as well as a banana. And now I'm sitting in a park. And the sun finally came out, which was nice because I was kind of freezing. I was thinking of going to a library actually, just so I could like be inside, because it was kind of cloudy just like 20 minutes ago and it was kind of cold. But I mean, the sun's out now, so I might just sit here until I don't want to do that anymore. I have just over 3 hours before I can check in to my hostel. I gotta find like a grocery store today because I gotta make myself some dinner. There's also this like big market here in Sydney, here in Melbourne. Where the hell am I? No, there's also this big market here in Melbourne that I know I'm gonna go to it eventually, but I might do it today, I might not do it today. I walked past it on my way to the hostel to leave off my bag, and it just felt kind of overwhelming, so I don't know if I'm gonna do that or if I'm just gonna do it another time. But yeah, I'm very fucking jet lagged. My body's not feeling great, and I'm like motion sick when I stop moving, if that makes sense. Because I've been on a plane for like almost 30 hours these past like 2 days, and when my body stops moving, my brain doesn't really understand that. So just when I was at the hostel and leaving my bag, I like sat down at the floor and reorganized some stuff, and I could just like feel the whole entire room spinning. And obviously it wasn't, but like my brain just isn't really here with me right now. So I'm just gonna take it easy, and yeah, that's it, I guess. It took a while to get here, but I'm here now. I don't think I'll be doing a trip like that anytime soon, because it was, I mean, now that I'm like done with it, it feels like it went pretty fast. But on the other hand, like on my second flight, it felt like my first layover was like a week prior. It felt like so much time had passed. And even now, just like thinking about, oh, when I was in Heathrow, that's like not a long time ago, but it feels like honestly a week has passed. Now I'm just rambling. I don't know if any of this makes sense, but like I said, I'm just gonna take it easy. I don't know if there's gonna be anything else in this vlog, or if I'm just gonna end it here. I might do that. I don't know when I'll be filming next. I guess I'll figure that out as well. But thanks for watching. It only took me like 30 hours to get here, but yeah, I'm here now. And this is where it all starts, I guess. It's kind of crazy. I don't think I quite understand it yet, but it'll sink in eventually. I'm sure it will, just not right now. So yeah, bye for now.